Hi, this is Burgo, and today I'm going to put together a walkthrough solve of the Crazy2face puzzle 2N Venus, otherwise known as the MF8 4 circle face puzzle. This is its scrambled form, and the first thing that I'm going to try and do is to try and make my two solid faces, which on my puzzle are the white and yellow faces, and I'll start with crosses on those faces. So I'll be looking to move the edge pieces up, and I can't turn that face, so I'll have a go at moving this piece over and turning that face up. So now I've got three. Three across there now, and I'll try and do my last two. What I'll try and do for those last two is I'll have a bit of a goal to move something up, move the gap around and turn the gap down, but I can't in that situation. And try again. I'll try and push those ones up. See, and now I've created the gap by pushing those ones up. I've got my 4 on that face, so I'll try and fill this gap on my white face. Where was my piece again? There it is. So I'll try and push it up into a gap, bring that around. I can't do that, or that, or that. I'll try again, and finally I've got my two crosses up, so I've got my edge pieces out of the centres, and I'll see what arrangement that I'm left with these corner pieces. My goal now is to orientate the corner pieces. So I'll bring these two together onto that face, and I'll bury them. I've got a couple of things that I can do here. I'll bury these over here on my left, underneath here, and move these two pieces that are opposing each other across to my top left over here, and I'll perform just a soon-like sequence where I go R up, U2, R down, U2, and repeat it. And I'll just repeat that until my new layer is orientated, or these two pieces over here were orientated. Now I'll show you how to deal with two that are orientated this way around, and to do that I'm going to reorientate them so that these two face corners are on the sides, and then I can use the same sequence that I did before. So I'll just move that around till it lines up underneath there, like that, and then I'm just going to rotate this face here one twist until these pieces are in the position that I want, and these are in the position that I want. I'm going to move these around to the back, like that. Rotate that again, put them in there, and then rotate it back up, and those will be orientated how I want them. Then I can perform that soon-like sequence. Until I've got everything orientated. Another situation that I'm going to show you is where I've got 4 orientated like this, And to solve that, I'm going to just twist them so that they're in the position that I want them in. Take my center slice around, then hide that there, and then just change that back down and place them in, and then twist them back up. You'll find that every situation that you come across can be solved with variations of those couple of tricks that I've shown you just then. Now I'm up to solving the E-slice and checking for edge parity. So I'm just going to first of all have a look across my E-slice and notice the opposite colours. Now I've got opposite colours here, I've got orange and red are opposite colours. So this I'm happy with here. This here I'm happy with to begin with the inner parts, although you will notice it's got an outer edge that's flipped. That'll mean I'll have another outer edge that's flipped as well. And here I've got red here, but I've got an error that I have to fix up here because it's an opposite colour that's incorrect. So I'll find my two opposite colours that are incorrect. There's one and there's the other one, and I'll put them as far away from each other as I can get them. So I've got them across here and here. Now it's just a matter of turning one of the inner edges up, turning it off by using a U2 turn, and turning that back down. Then I'll come around here, place this opposite this, and I'll exchange them out with each other, the U2 turn, and put that back down. Then I'll bring this back to the opposite side of that and twist it up, do a U2 turn and put it back down. I'm going to show you a case now where I've got some outer edges that need flipping. In this case you can see I've got this one that needs flipping and this one that needs flipping. I'm going to put them together so that you can see I've got adjacent colours here instead of opposite colours. And I'm going to hide them over here on my left hand side. And I'm going to do a bit of a setup move that's going to allow me to do a common Rubik's Cube edge flipping sequence. I'm going to go R, U2, R. And then that's going to allow me to twist the puzzle up this way and to perform an edge flipping sequence here, which is M primed U, M primed U, M primed U2, M, U, M, U, M, U2. Then I can put as you can see, I've flipped those, and then I'm going to go R primed, U2, R prime, and put that back, and you can see my edges are now in the correct positions on my E-slice. Now in order to check for edge parity, what I'm going to do is place these inner edges now. So I'll just flip a couple around, and then I can just exchange them out like that, and then that will allow my inner edges to come up. Here I've got this done, so I'll just I'll bring this outer edge in. It's over here, so I'll turn that in. These ones across here. This represents a slight parity situation where I've got to exchange out some inner edges with each other. You'll see that's the true position there, and I need to just put two of the same colour up onto the top there and rotate them out with each other and put them back down and solve to that. So I'll put my outer edges back, and you'll see they're now correct. I'm going to solve my U and D layer edges just temporarily to check for parity. So and I don't have an edge parity there. So I'll show you what happens if I do have an edge parity there. Edge parity would present itself like this, where you've got two edges that need swapping while the rest of the edges are solved. And what you need to do to solve edge parity on a Rubik's Cube is just to put a 90-degree twist onto one of the faces like that. And to resolve that, I'm going to take these edges out, or the two-face edges out from between them, and put them back up. Put my two-face edges back in between them and put them up like that, and then I'm going to resolve these pieces just with a sequence instead, with a sequence that doesn't change parity. So that seam-like sequence, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And that will resolve my parity. Now I'm going to go ahead and fix the fix these center edges. That's just more for demonstration purposes, I guess. So you'll see that my edge parity's been removed. I'm going to go through a process of pairing and storing the CCs, or circle corners. I'm going to pair them up on the U layer and store them in the D layer. And I've chosen two opposite ones to begin with. I'm going to choose the green ones. So I'm going to remove one. So I'm going to take this edge here out when I do that. So there it is attached to that edge. And bring that edge around. And I'm going to replace it up here. Then I'm going to rebuild my D layer so that when I store them they're going to go on correctly. So I'm going to take this edge here and I'm going to put it back down. And now that I've got a pair up here in my U layer, notice that these are incorrect and these down here, these edges down here are correctly placed. So I'm going to take them from here and I'm going to put them down here just by moving my M slice and just doing an F2 and putting my M slice back. And now there they are stored, and I can rebuild this top if I want to, or I can just go ahead and continue to make some more that I can find. I can find another one there. So I'll proceed to take it out, so take one of them out, and then I want to store it up here. So I'll put it up there. There they are. And then I want to repair my D layer, so I'll take this and put it back down there, and my D layer is restored. I want to put it, I'll put it in my orange one, so I'll bring it around and then I'll perform the same sequence, and down, and F2 and put that back. And I'll be looking for another pair. There, I've got another pair just there, they're already done for me. So I can take my blue target position around to there, bring them to there, and M, F2, M primed. And then I've got, now that I've got three groups done, I want to start putting some back in the U layer up here and use some of my target spots up there. I've got two here that need swapping, so let's to assess where we're at. So I'll just put that back together. And all my edges are back together now. I've got a pair there. I've got some that need switching around here. I'm going to start with my green ones, and so I'll undo that relationship. I'll just store some down there, bring that around there, put that back up there, and then I'll restore this one here. And that's going to put my D layer back in again. I'm going to temporarily store them here in this this space. So I'll bring them around to there. M primed, F2, M primed. And then I'm going to put my U layer back together and find a place to store them. So I'm just going to use this to put my U layer back together. Green, orange, red. Now my U layer is back together here, and I've got, you can see I'm starting to make some. I've got some pairs up there. I'm going to store it up in here. Now you notice this flips these, and it doesn't matter because I'm making pairs. So because both of these edges here are flipped, I don't have to restore them in order to make pairs. Right. I just have to deal with my last situations now. Most of the time you'll find that your last CCs or circle corners will go back in without a problem. Occasionally you'll find that there is a pair that needs swapping like this, and what you need to do is to include a second lot of the same colour. Yeah, I could have chosen orange or blue, but I've just chosen blue. And what you will notice is that you've got to put this orange one, I want this orange one to end up here alongside this other orange one. So I want to put this one here into the position where this is going to be when I do my double swap. So it's going to be down here. So I'm going to take this position or this piece and place it here. And then all my blues will end up together and my orange will end up over here. So I'm going to move this position back around to the back so that when I place this one down, it'll go into that position, and then move them back. So now I'm ready for my my double swap. So I'll move that down, spin those around and place that back. And now when I put everything back, I should have everything lining up in pairs. So let's go ahead and put everything back. I want my orange, and I want to swap those two out. And now I've got everything lined up in pairs along the tops and bottoms. So I'm going to put them with their correct pairs, just using the same little sequence. Which ones need swapping? I'm going to change out this one up here. I'm going to put the red pair up there. And you'll notice that these here swap over, so that's just going to put these ones in the wrong spot. So that's, even though that's red, that's correct next to the orange one because I've got a couple of pairs of those swapped around. I can put them back if I like. I'll just show you. I can put them back by doing just that. So you can see these things are lining up now. Or I can just keep going over the same spot, and I can do my last ones. And this time I will put them back because I need to check again. Sometimes my inner edge parity can go out when I've done those swaps. I've got the situation where I've got two green inner edges together there and two blue ones together. So because I've got 4 circle corners there all of the same colour, I can just bring my M slice down and twist it around and put that back up, and then I will have changed out those so that I can build my inner edges there together. Right, I've got a parity of inner edges here, and you can see that the natural position for that situation is actually there. So now you can clearly see that I need to swap some inner edges around to do that. I'm going to swap 2 inner edges of the same colour, and I just have to be a little bit careful about my circle corners. So if I want to put these 2 up together, you'll see that I need to switch out my circle corners on one of them, and I'm going to actually use these circle corners here on this one, and I'm just going to move my E-slice. I'm going to put that around there, and then I'm going to replace my E-slice, and you can see I can just pop that up now with the correct colours on it, and then I can do my swap and put them back, and I can just begin building everything again. And that way my E-slice has gone in correctly. I'll build my U and D layers now. And basically from here, all I need to do is do a domino solve, or a super domino solve if you like, and I'm going to place my lower corners just with simple moves. So I've got my lower corners placed. I'm going to look for something that's solved next to my inner edges up the top there. I don't have anything, so I'm just going to do a 3 cycle here. And now I've got, what I'm looking for is in between my inner edges, I've got a corner solved. So these 2 inner edges, these 2 blue and red inner edges have got the blue and red corner in between it. And then I'm going to leave it in this position in the front here and 3 cycle my other corners. And then those 2. And that brings my puzzle to a solve. I think you've got enough information there to solve any situation that you'll find. Thanks for watching.